All right, meeting's being live streamed. We should be good. Okay. Well, let's share this final HOH competition. Well, first of all, congratulations to both of you for winning parts 1 and 2, respectively, of the final HOH competition. It's now time to get to part 3. Part 3, let me move this. I know it's blocking during competition. Part 3, how it will work is you're going to see statements made by each of the 8 jurors. There's going to be 3 statements. When the statements are going on, your hands need to be in the air during the competition, except for when you're reaching to get a paper for your answer. One of the statements will be false, either A, B, or C. That is the statement you're answering with. You're answering with the false statement. We're going to say 1, 2, 3, reveal. You'll reveal your answer. If you are correct, you will get a point. If you are incorrect, you will not get a point. The house guest with the most points after all 8 jurors have gone will become the final HOH of the season and will immediately evict one of the other 2 house guests, and we'll select who goes with them to face the jury. Do we have any questions at all? Day 31. All right. Scott, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. Get my notes on just to make sure. All right, then can we see both of your hands in the air?
We are good.
Here is the thing's being blocked, right? You can see like black squares on the screen.
No, we're completely good.
Oh wow. Okay. Let me make sure I'm sharing audio as well. All right, then here we go.
Hey everyone, it's Nicole. I just want to say a big congrats to the final 3. Kate, I love you. I love you, girl. Okay. Here's your first question. Which of the following statements is false? A, I received the maximum amount of votes I could during the glitch in the mainframe. B, I was in the house when Killing Time was played. Or C, I won the first and last veto of the pre-jury phase.
It's the correct answer, A, B, or C. Which one is false? So when you have the answer, can you please hold it to your chest? If you are not getting your answer, we need to see your hands. Get your answer, hold to your chest, please, upside down, like this, like Sean's doing. Yeah, sorry, you weren't here for the competition that we did. You were outgoing HOH, so fair. All right, then on 3, we need you to reveal your answers, please. 1, 2, 3, reveal. We have a B from Will and a C from Sean. Let's see the correct answer. Is that a C, right?
Yeah.
The correct answer is B. I was evicted right before Killing Time was played.
All right, so that leaves us with Will with 1 point and Sean with 0. Going into question number 2, we need to see both of your hands, please.
Alrighty.
Hey everyone, it's Sophia. Congratulations on making it to the final 3. Here's your next question. Which of the following statements is false? A, I competed in exactly half of the veto competitions that I was in the game for. B, I was nominated next to Teddy at some point this season. C, I won the first veto competition that I competed in.
Is the answer A, the false statement? A, Will, we need to see your hands if you are not.
Let's get my answer. Let's get my answer.
Okay. That's the false statement, A, B, or C. All right. On 3, reveal. 1, 2, 3, reveal. We have a B from both of you. Sean, that's a B, right?
Yes.
Upside down. Okay. All right.
Good.
The correct answer is.
The correct answer is B. I was never nominated next to Teddy.
Both of you score a point. We are at Will with 2 and Sean with 1. Going into question number 3, both of your hands, please.
Hi everyone, it's Makai. I want to congrats on making it to the final HOH competition and making it to the final 3. And here's the next question. Which of the following is a false statement? A, every member of the final 3 could have voted for me during the glitch in the mainframe. B, I got 6th place in the snooze fest. Or C, I was only in the game for one of the hacks of the house puzzles.
Is the false statement A, B, or C?
Reminder, we need to see your hands if we're not seeing a paper. We need to see both hands if we're not seeing a paper.
Both hands if you're not getting
Both hands
sorry,
if we're not
sorry.
seeing a paper.
Okay. Okay.
Alrighty. On the count of three, reveal.
yeah.
Oh, wait.
No, yeah, reveal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the count of three, reveal. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, we have an A from Sean and a C from Will. Let's see the answer.
The correct answer was C. I was in the house for 2 hacks of the house puzzles.
That means that
Um,
Will scores. Sorry, Scott.
that means that Will has a total of 3 points and Sean is still at 1. Heading into question number 4. This one comes from Dalton.
Hi guys, it is Dalton. I just want to say congrats on making it to the final 3. This is a major accomplishment for any player in the game, and you 3 accomplished it. So congrats on that, and here is your next question. Which of the following statements is false? A. I completed BB Comics over 1 minute faster than Simona. B. I won more competitions as Mira than I did as Dalton. Or C. The only time I was nominated was the week that I was evicted.
Perfect. Alrighty, and both of you have your answers, which means we can reveal in 3, 2, 1. We have an A from both of you. Let's see the right answer.
And the correct answer is A. I completed BB Comics 23 seconds faster than Simona.
Means both of you score. We are at Will with 4 and Sean with 2. Need both your hands in the air, please, as we go into question number 5 from Logan.
Hey y'all, it's Logan. I just want to say before we start a big congratulations to all three of you for being here tonight. Super proud of y'all, but I'm sure y'all don't want to hear this. We gotta get down to it. I'm here for some other business. Here is your next question. Which of the following statements is false? A. Across the entire season, I received 4 votes against me. B. Every Hack the House power was played by the time I was evicted. C. I only did my returning player punishment from the match game 2 times before I was evicted.
A, B, or C? Okay. All right, and on 3, reveal. 1, 2, 3, reveal. We have an A from Will and a C from Sean. Let's see the answer.
And the correct answer is A. I received 5 votes against me this season. Undeserved, but congrats guys. Proud of y'all. Mwah.
All right, so we have 5 points for Will and 2 for Sean as we continue on.
Hey guys, it's Simona. Congrats on making the final 3, even though it should have been me. But here is your next question. Which of the following statements is false? A. I was the only house guest this season evicted with 3 votes. B. I was saved by the Control-Alt-Delete power the first time someone tried to nominate me. And C. My eviction was the 4th unanimous vote of the season.
Is the false
Oh.
statement? Yeah.
Is the
Hand,
false statement A, B, or C? Perfect. Will is locked in. And Sean is locked in. We can reveal in 3, 2, 1. We have a B from both players. So let's see what the right answer is.
The correct answer is B. I was saved by the escape power, not the Control-Alt-Delete power.
Alrighty, which means we have Will with a total of 6 and Sean with a total of 3. We're going to play out the last 2 rounds of this competition. Heading into question number 7, got Aaron.
Hey everyone, it's Aaron. Congratulations on making it this far. Here is your next question. Which of the following statements is false? A. I was the third house guest eliminated in chugging along. B. On my HOH week, there was only one house guest besides myself that I didn't name a nominee. C. I won an equal amount of HOH and veto competitions.
Is the false statement A, B, or C? Okay, and on 3, reveal. 1, 2, 3, reveal. It was C from Sean and A from Will. Let's see the correct answer.
The correct answer is A. The correct answer is A. I was the fourth house guest eliminated in chugging along.
And since Maeve worked so hard on her video, we'll show Maeve's as well.
Hey everyone, it's Maeve. Congrats on making it to Final 3. I'm so happy to see you guys here. Here is your final question. Which of the following statements is false? A. I am tied with Sean for the most veto wins this season. B. I was the final house guest eliminated before the sleep break in Snooze Fest. C. The only vote against me all season was Will's vote to evict me at the Final 4.
It's the false statement. A, B, or C?
Sean is locked in. Will, not that it totally matters, but reminder that we need to see your hands or the paper. Alrighty. Both of you are locked in. Please reveal in 3.
The correct answer is...
we're just saying the right answer.
Yeah, go for it.
Reveal it. Both of you say B.
Oh.
The correct answer is B. I was the first house guest eliminated after the sleep break.
Which means with a perfect score, I believe, for the first time ever, I want to say, congratulations, Will. You are the final head of household of the season, and we are going to have our final eviction in just a few minutes, probably around 9:25. But for now, we need to ask both of you to leave the Zoom, and we'll see you both shortly.
Good shit, brother. Congrats.
Couldn't thank you.
Alrighty, everyone. Well, we are at the finale where we are waiting for that final eviction to happen. We did 0 preparation ahead of tonight in terms of letting people know that the finale was happening. So I'm going to check in with the chat, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's not a ton of people there. Who's here tonight? Well, we've got 8 people watching. Let's take a look. Dalton, big celebrations, and we have Savage Evan said, "What is this? Awesome, great. That is it for the comment section portion of tonight. Perfect. Yeah, 12 seasons in. Maybe we'll start sending this. I'm gonna send this out to some other seasons. Get them in.
Why
on
don't
the
you
live
talk about
chat.
why don't you talk about how your vacation to California has been?
Yeah, I've been in California for the last week of the season. It has proven to me that it is hard to host seasons on vacation, especially when it is your job to keep up with everything that's happening and make episodes out of it. But hey, we love a challenge. And I think these ending episodes are going to be some of the best of the season. So that's exciting. And yeah. Stephen, why don't you talk about how really hosting alone over this last week has been?
Yeah, I mean, Scott has been really absent, so it's
been really absent.
Do we have any?
I've been notified via text that we have more people in the live chat. Let me pull it up here. We're almost there. I don't have the greatest service right now. 1 second, we're loading.
Oh my God. I can't watch this.
Maeve says, hi, Scott. Scott, give me a shout out. Shout out, Maeve. Makai is here. Nicole is here. Yes, so Slay So Real, so talented. There's some thing about myself. Perfect. This live jumping, says Makai. I agree, Makai. It is jumping. I actually didn't send it out to anyone, so I'll do that now. Alrighty, there's stuff going down. Stephen, we should probably announce in the chat to Kate that Will has won the final HOH,
Yeah,
as
let's do
she
that.
appears to not know.
And Scott, I'm gonna put this on the screen, so we might want to go off of Zoom for just a second. If that's okay, if we want to mute and stop video.
Oh, sure. Sure. Awesome. Okay, everyone. We will be back shortly with All right, everyone. The final eviction has indeed happened. We have a final two. The jury is hopping on the Zoom call now, and we're going to get tonight's festivities started. I count 1, 2, definitely at least 3 jurors. Probably 4, 5, 6. Because last time the other jurors joined, or the other members of the final three had their names. So I'm going to assume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 members of the jury are here. One might not be coming. So who are we waiting on in theory?
Hold on, wait.
We have Nicole. Yeah. I assume one of the Zoom users is Makai. The other one may be Dalton. We have Logan, we have Simona, we have Aaron. Maybe we're missing Maeve.
Maybe, yeah. And juror number 9, whom I just told to join.
Another person here. Juror number 9 is here, as well as both members of our final two. It appears we're waiting on some combination of either Dalton, Maeve, or
Oh,
Makai.
Dalton's, they're both the Zoom users. They're fine. It's just me.
They're both Zoom users, okay.
I mean, they're not two random people. So
Well, I just didn't know if one of them was Maeve.
no, they're it's them.
Oh, and here's Maeve. Okay, I'm gonna let them all in.
Wait, no, let me do it.
Okay, Steven's
No.
gonna do it. Please
Hey.
welcome our first 8 jury members.
Juror number 1, Nicole, followed by I really have, or Sophia can't join us tonight.
Sophia in spirit.
Makai,
Juror number 3, Makai.
Dalton, and Logan, and Simona, and
Yeah, I got you.
Aaron.
Oh, I hit the wrong shit. Wait,
Alrighty, just stay muted here, everyone. Just stay muted. Fantastic.
Alright.
Alrighty.
We have 7 of our first 8 jurors here. Sophia cannot be with us tonight. She is very devastated. She cannot be here. But she is here in spirit. We're updating her on what's happening. But yes, the final eviction of the season just happened, as you were aware, with the final HOH competition taking place just a few minutes ago. Will was the, I think, first person in BBSS history to score every point on the last competition and the final HOH competition. So Will became our final HOH, and he had the choice just minutes ago of evicting either Kate or Sean. And so let us welcome our 9th and final juror, who score every point on the last competition and the final HOH competition. So
Someone, wait, Sean, I think you may be watching. Someone has the live stream pulled up.
all right.
That was what we
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have our full 9 jury here. Why don't we bring in our final 2, Kate and Will? Hello, everyone. Congratulations, Kate and Will, on being this season's final 2. Before we jump in, jury, this is your chance. We're turning the game over to you here. Kate and Will, you've gone as far as you can go in the game. Now the game turns over to our 9 jury members. Jury, we talked about this last night. Your vote is your own property here. You are voting for who you think played the best game this season. Do not vote in groups or with anybody else. You are taking all the information in with this. here's how the night's going to go. We're just going to give you a quick rundown. To start, Kate and Will both make very brief opening statements. This is not your final chance to speak by any means. So a quick address to the jury. Don't make this your final plea, just a quick address. Then one at a time, we're going to go by, starting with Nicole and ending with Sean. Through the jury, each juror is going to get the chance to address one or both of the final two. With whether this is a statement or a question, this is totally up to you. This is your time to speak and get the information that you need. We just ask that you listen to the people that come before you. Please don't ask the same question as someone who came before you. It's annoying and frustrating. So don't do that. And then at the end, Kate and Will, you're going to have the chance to give one last final plea. Maybe give anything that you didn't say or answer in your questions, and you want to make sure that that wraps up. And then we will go into the jury voting, and then we'll bring in some pre-jurors, maybe if they decide to join, and we'll crown the winner of the season and hand out one more prize as well for production's favorite house guest. So lots to do here tonight. Big night. Scott, do you have anything else to add?
I do not. Excited to get tonight's festivities underway. Happy to pass the floor back to Stephen.
Sure. Okay. So now we're going to start, Kate and Will, with our opening statements here. We're going to try and keep this to 1 minute. Kate, we'll start with you first, and then we'll alternate between who starts first as we move forward. Just alphabetically, you are first. So if you want to have 1 minute or so just to address the jury.
Hi guys. I'm not trying to be coy or anything. I really did not think I would make it this far. I thought I would be out probably like 7th. I obviously worked. I was really excited to talk to all of you, and I really loved talking to all of you while I was at work. I obviously didn't play the best. I really probably didn't play a good game, and I know that. I just really genuinely like talking to everyone and meeting everyone. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
All right, Will, now you can go.
So in this game, I had a set game plan where I would go in and I'd want to make trios and duos and all this. And I started and I had a really great relationship with Brett. He was like my homeboy. And just things got wrong. And then my whole game was blown up week 1. I was like almost backdoored first boot. And I knew from then on I had to reground myself and make new relationships. So I started, and just completely rebuild. So I formed different relationships, and I also wanted to use my sort of poor situation as a way to show that I am a value and an asset. And so I went around making myself a value and an asset to other people's games. I had the NDA alliances. I started having good relationships with people like Nosha, and I had a great and Logan, and I started building one-on-one relationships as well as being in bigger alliances to help me sort of navigate through the game. Navigate through the game. I would make deals when I needed to. I would go against those deals when I needed to, but I wanted to present myself in a way that I was loyal, that I was an asset to other people, so that to be given more credibility, so that when there were times where I shouldn't have been as credible, people would be a little
All right, Will, we're gonna have to cut you off soon here. Just to opening statement. You can say anything else you have left in the final plea, but let's turn it over to the jury here now. We're gonna go into giving each of them a chance to address you. Nicole, welcome back. You are our first juror. You now have the floor here to kind of address Will and or Kate in any way that you see fit. So the floor is yours.
Okay. I'm gonna make this short and sweet. Kate, I love you. You know where I am.
Alrighty, thank you, Nicole. We are going to move on to Sophia. As we said earlier, Sophia could not be here tonight. However, she is keeping up live with what's happening, and she has sent a question along for our final two. Sophia has sent the same question to the both of you. And the question is this: what motivated the both of you to double cross her for her eviction? Since we started with Kate last time, we are going to start with Will this time. So Will, the floor is yours.
I wouldn't necessarily say I double-crossed you. With Makai, I knew that he was the number for me. I knew that he was someone who would be willing to take shots at the bigger players. He came to me and he said, I want to take a shot at Simona. I put up, at the time when I wasn't good with Dalton, he said I'd put up Simona and Dalton, and those were two people who were on my target list. So I was like, this is someone who can take a shot and get the ball into their hands. I won't have to. This is someone who I know is a number for me, and I did not necessarily know view you as necessarily my number. I think you're amazing. I think you're sweet. But when it came to Sophia, Makai on the block, Makai was just better for my game. I'm sorry, but I think you're amazing.
Thank you. Will, Kate, the same question goes to you.
This is the issue where playing an honest game comes at hand because someone's getting let down and someone I had to double cross Sophia. I just felt like she's been on the block a couple of times. I felt like I should hear Makai out. I felt like I should try. I honestly really didn't feel like he was a threat at all. And people were saying he was a threat. And I was like, well, if it is ever me, like I'd rather bring Makai to the final two because I don't think he's a threat at all. I think he was a nice guy. And it just came down to like, I don't know, I just had to vote. So I had to vote someone and I wanted to bring Makai to the end or as far as I could. And then it ended up being Sophia and I couldn't keep everyone.
All right. Thank you both. Thank you, Sophia, listening in. We're going to move now to Makai. Makai, are you here? Just to make sure. I see flashing lights in your room. I don't know if he's here. Okay. We'll move on for now to Dalton for now, and we can come back to Makai if we need to. Dalton, the floor is yours now.
Alrighty, just real quick, Sean, I would have had a field day calling you a douchebag, emotionless, and overall not pleasant to talk to, but
this isn't about me, bro. This isn't about me.
Yeah, okay. Hey, seeing as you've played an honest game, I want you to truly be honest and go through each and every single jury, giving one negative thing about them.
Okay, Dalton, I'll start with you. I didn't like the way you blew up Brett's game. It looked bad on you. Because I was confused when we're gonna blow up a game this early. I was just like, what? Like I was at work. Sean, I thought you were fake as fuck. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like when you put me up for jury and you said we were close. You said we were besties, and I was like, I did not talk to you at all. I texted you more than you had ever responded to me. So I didn't like that at all because I was like, don't drag my name through the mud. I haven't said anything negative about you. I'll pull up the text right now. I had more responses to you than you had back to me, but whatever. I really don't. I left you in red like one time, Sean, because I was at work or something, or I didn't care. I didn't want to fight. I didn't want to fight. I didn't want to give anyone fighting. I didn't want to give people fighting words.
Just a reminder for people, this is time for Kate to answer a question, not a back and forth exchange. We'll do that after.
Simona, I didn't like when I was backstabbed. I understand you had a game to play. You can play that game. But I trusted you and I felt like I was backstabbed because I really trusted you a lot in the game. Truly negative. Most people, I don't have anything truly negative or rude to say. I just thought like Logan and Aaron, I thought you guys were really strong. I really just thought you guys were probably like the strongest in the game and my biggest opponents. And so I'm not trying to, I just mean
not be used here.
Guys, like, if I had to pick someone who I thought was really strong, I would have said you and Logan. I thought you guys were really strong. And people I wanted to keep on my good side because I thought you guys knew the best game and had the best plays. Nicole, I don't want to say anything negative about you. I guess, I don't know, it was hard to vote because everyone knows we're allied. I didn't want to vote against you. Like with the Brett thing, I really wanted to try and keep and vote Brett in, but I was just like, whatever. So I guess the negative thing is I didn't like having to follow someone, but that was my own choice too. Makai, I felt like Makai and Sophia, I felt like you guys didn't play the game a lot. Wish I would have liked a little bit more text or anything. Maeve, I don't know, I guess I could tell you weren't really with me in the NDA and the Camp Counselor Alliance. I could tell you weren't really with me the whole time, but that's not like negative. It's just like, I could tell.
Dalton, do you
Okay.
Dalton, do you have anything else to?
All right, real quick before I give Will the same question, I just want to throw back to my season a little bit. I remember one thing that Wix said to me. She looked at me and said, Dalton, I'm glad you made at least one smart decision this game. So I want to bring that back and give it to you, Will. But same question.
Okay, same question. So I guess I'll just go from earlier. Nicole, my negative thing is I kind of knew there was going to be a chance that you were going to go home, and I was kind of okay with that. So Sophia, we really just didn't talk too much. You seem sweet, but when our personal relationship was not there as much. Makai, you're like really funny over like voice text, but like when I try to talk to you like in text, it could be a struggle, but like but you're like usually funny. Like when I actually get to talk to you, I'm like, this dude's hilarious. But when I'm texting, I'm like, it's like the Sahara Desert. I'm sorry. Dalton, what the fuck did you do to Brad? I'm sorry. Justice for Brad. Justice for Brad. I'm really mad at what you did for Brad. Logan. I'm trying to think of something bad for Logan. Logan, I mean, you were like kind of passive in the game sometimes, where like it felt like you were doing stuff for other people, but I also completely understand that that's a strategy. Simona, my messy queen, but like it's okay. I'm a messy king, so I get it. But like Simona, messy queen, but it respected. Aaron, when there was like a point where I was considering targeting you in like the early game because I was like, hey, you're gonna have to vote to keep me, and then you were just like, I got to see what other people are gonna say. So then I was like, okay, maybe I don't trust it that much. Maeve, okay, Maeve, okay, I'm gonna ask you a question, and that if I can, Stranger in the Alps or Punisher, because the answer to this, fuck. Okay, then I can't insult that. Maeve, I knew it was, you were so bad at keeping it that if you were, when you were Zach, you were so bad at I'd making me think that you were not Maeve. Like it was so obvious that you were Maeve. When you were like, Maeve is still awake, I'm like, okay, girl. But like, and Sean, there were some times where you talk to you, I was like, where I could like feel like the Dan Giesling energy off of you. And it was like sometimes where I was impressed and sometimes I was like kind of gross. But usually it was more impressive, but there were some times where I was like a little bit gross, but you know, it's a game. I totally get it. And hopefully that answers the question.
Beautiful. Thank you, Kate and Will. Dalton, do you have anything else to add, or are we going to move on?
Good luck, you guys. That was sort of like opposite of jury management. That was my point there.
Beautiful. Thank you, Dalton. Gonna check in with Makai again here. Makai, are you here?
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Whole time I was playing Fortnite, I did not know y'all skipped over me.
I believe it. Alrighty, Makai, do you have any questions for Kate and Will?
I would say, shit, I don't even know. I mean, I'll give out a little bit of statement. For me, Kate, can you explain your game to me a little bit more? Because I'm still kind of confused by it. That's what I'll say. Damn, my TV down. Loud as shit. Hold on. But yeah, can you like explain your game a little bit more? Because I could kind of see Will's games. This is your game I'm not too familiar about. So like, you like open up about it a little bit more, from my understanding.
I mean, this is my first time playing anything like this. There really was no strategy. I know that. You guys know that. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It really was just who I enjoyed talking to and trying to save people. It really was just that. There was no game, honestly, and literally just vibes, but not in like the meme way. Like I really just was like, oh, well, I kind of like so-and-so.
I mean, it'd be like that. It's your first game, so I ain't gonna like OD it. You feel me? I remember my first game. We gonna talk about that. But yeah, Will. For Will, I don't know. I would say that final. I would say, what the fuck I was about to ask? Hold on, wait. Oh yeah. Final 5 and final 4. I feel like you had an opportunity to take out Sean,
and you didn't. So I wanted to see why didn't you take that shot around final 6 or final 5?
Well, okay, well, final 6, Simona was obviously the bigger threat, but final 5,
Oh
I was
yeah.
genuinely but I was genuinely thinking about it, and I was just looking at the final 4 round. I was going through the scenarios. Who wins HOH? Who wins veto? Who's on the block? Who do they vote out? If I'm on the if I keep Aaron, if I'm on the block against Aaron, who does Kate vote out? I don't know. I don't know who she'd vote out. I think there's a good chance. I know that she would vote out Sean over me. If I'm on the block against if I'm Kate, I think that there is a chance that I think Aaron would 100% evict me over Kate. Sean, maybe I think that Sean. Sean, you know, I could say I'm taking you to the end, bro. We had a final 2. Me and Sean had a final 2 since like the final 10. I was like, Sean may take me to may evict Kate over me because he thinks that there's a chance I take him to the end. No way no way Aaron would evict me over no way Aaron would evict me over Kate. And if I knew that if I was on like the block against Maeve, chances are both Kate and Sean would vote out Maeve over me. And then final 4, I figured there's 100%. I was actually considering cutting Sean at final 4 if Maeve would have come up to me and said, "Hey, I promise you, I'm taking you to the end." All this, but then Maeve kind of came up to me and was like, "Yeah, I know you're voting me out. I get it. It's the move." And so that just kind of confirmed, oh, she's 100% taking Kate to the end. And Sean was like swearing on his like dogs and his family and his friends that he was taking me to the end, like no matter what. And so I knew if it was me, Kate, and Sean in the final 3, 100% chance Kate's taking me. There's at least a chance I can convince Sean to take me. No way Maeve's taking me to the end over Kate. So it was really just to position myself best, and I was always cutting Sean at 3. There was no doubt, and I studied and worked my ass off to make sure that I could make that move to cut Sean at 3. So yeah.
Great, thanks. Hi, anything else? Anything quick?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, swearing on your dog's friend and family is crazy.
And I would have done it, and I would have actually taken him, but you know.
See, I made the right choice, y'all. I made the right choice.
Oh no, I would have taken you to final 2, but it's not my turn.
Oh, right.
No, I know. Like I made the right choice of not evicting you at final.
We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving.
Thank you, Makai. Logan, please continue us here.
Okay, so like I came into here and be like, oh, I'm gonna be a little bitch and tell them off, but I can't do that to Will and Cade. Y'all are lovely people, so I'm just gonna keep it game related because I'm sure y'all get some lickings later. So I think it's pretty safe to say that this is a very underestimated final 2. I think from Dalton on, no one really saw this final 2 happening. Kind of all the power players from Dalton to Sean got knocked out back to back to back. Not saying like y'all are bad players, but y'all are definitely more behind the scenes than everybody else. So with that being said, whoever comes out the winner is probably going to be an underestimated winner. So my question to you is, what is an underestimated move that you made in this game that got you to this position? Whoever wants to start can go first.
I would probably say telling Aaron to put me on the block at the final 7. That was the last time that I had a power that where basically I had a backspace power. I knew that it would keep me safe. And even though I knew the plan was to backdoor Simona that week, but I also knew Simona had power. So I was like, well, what if her power is something like if she gets backdoored, she can name a replacement. Like I didn't know what Simona's power was and what it could have done. So, but I knew that if I get put on the block, one, it would hide the alliance that me. Sean, Aaron, and Kate just made. So it would hide the fact that we're working together. I'd be safe for the week. I just get put up, take myself off, don't have to worry about shit, don't have to care about the veto. And so I just got to be chilling for a week, and it worked because when Simona the backdoor plan didn't go on Simona, she used her little escape power. I was safe. I didn't have to worry about campaigning. I told him to put up Sean so that I told Aaron to put up Sean so that we could have the votes to send you out. And just it I don't know what would have happened if I didn't have that. It hit our alliance and it kept me safe for the week. So yeah.
Great. Logan, do you have something else for Kate or?
Oh yeah, same question to Kate.
I mean, I guess mine would be voting to evict you, Logan. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't really strategizing this whole game. It literally was just vibes, and I thought I was gonna get out pretty much every time I was on the block. I thought I was getting evicted because I really haven't been playing a good game. So I thought I was just an easy vote off. Um, Voting to evict you, Logan, I really did not want to do it. And I had to because I knew it was best, that I knew you moving forward, I'm not gonna stay. And I think that was probably just the strongest play I had. And like I said, I really didn't want to do it, but I weighed my options and I had to.
Can I say something real quick? Or no? There was Kate at during that time actually was considering keeping you. She was like, I don't trust Sean, and I was like, girl, Sean's gonna take the shot at Simona. But yeah, that's it. So it was rough, but you know, I'm sorry I had to like dog it, but like, yeah, I don't know.
It's okay. I deleted your vote, so it worked out.
You
But
controlled,
right
altered,
reason.
and deleted his vote, actually.
I did.
Very
Alright,
nice.
well, thank you guys. That's all I got, and I really hope y'all continue to push for your game. Really fight for yourselves.
Beautiful. Thank you, Logan. Moving on to juror number 6. Simona, the floor is yours.
Do I have a time limit or anything?
I mean, listen, based off of tonight, we're just kind of taking our time, it seems. But I do
Nothing has gone according to schedule tonight, so just do.
Okay. Well, don't worry, guys. I'm not playing any video games right now, so I'm here. I guess first I want to start just by clearing a couple things up, just in the nature of playing an honest game, because I think there's some things that you guys misunderstood about my game. So you guys are calling me messy, you're calling me dishonest, but actually I was just positioning myself in a place where I felt I had strong allies that I really trusted. I was added to NDA on like day 2, and there was really not much game talk in that alliance at all, to the point that I just did not feel secure with you guys. And that's why I sought out other allies. It wasn't because I was being messy. It wasn't just because I was a snake. It was truly because I felt like I needed strong allies in this game, and I wasn't really getting a lot of that security from that group early on. I was having stronger conversations with other people. And so that ultimately was why I saw allies elsewhere. No shade to you guys. Obviously, like, have loved talking to you guys on a personal level, and on a game level, we did have some good game conversations. Just my relationships with other people were ultimately stronger. Sorry, I'm laughing at Scott eating. But okay, so I just wanted to clear that up. There definitely have been a lot of questions about like what your guys' like overarching kind of strategies were. Kate, I know you said you really like were going based on vibes. Will, I kind of see now more of the connections that you were making along the way. But I just want to point out like some of the flaws that have been talked about to your game, so that for the rest of this time you guys can really like fight for yourselves and explain like why you actually like did those things. So yeah, there's some question of who were you really working with? What were your like real intentions at different points? And how did you really navigate the game? Like Kate, you were saying you were on the block multiple times, but you were able to survive. Like, how did you do that? You both won competitions at the end of the game that in some ways really like clutched up and really secured your positions here, when like no one, I don't think anyone was expecting Kate to win that HOH or Will for you to be pulling out those like knowledge competitions. So like talk about that, play that up. Talk about like, I'm a big fan of someone who plays throughout the entire course of the game. Talk about how you played the whole entire time. You didn't just start at a specific point in the game. One thing that I really value in a player is self-awareness. So something that I'm going to ask you guys to do right now is close your eyes. And I'm going to say the name of each juror, and you're going to raise your hand if you think that you are getting that juror's vote. So, I'm just going to go in the order of my screen. So, Nicole. Okay. Makai. Okay, Sophia. Okay, Logan. Aaron, Maeve, Sean, Dalton, and obviously, most importantly, me. Okay, put your hands down and open your eyes. So, okay, that was just for us to kind of have an understanding of your guys' self-awareness of your own games. Like I said, like for me, like this game was so much fun. Like I feel like I really thrived in this game. I think for a lot of people here, this game was a lot of fun. And I want the season to have a really fun end. And I think something that makes the end of the season really fun is when you really fight, when you're really fighting for that win. So don't give up. You never know. We're open. We're all relatively open. So really fight and plead your case, and congrats to you both. You have both played really well, and I look forward to getting to chat with you guys after.
All right, thank you, Simona. Aaron, you are up.
Hello. Okay.
Also, Aaron, you are so good at asking jury questions. You are an awesome guy. Go ahead, go for it. I'd
Okay.
get one more in before the season ends.
I actually had this whole script written out for if Will evicted Kate, but it didn't happen, so I'm gonna go off script and just talk. I want to follow up with what Simona was saying because she didn't ask you guys questions, and I want to ask a question with it. Kate, you said all night that you haven't played a good game, but you're sitting there and we're sitting here. And I think that that's not unintentional. You didn't just make it there. You've made allies and you worked with it. And I think a social game is strategic. And I want you to not own only the faults in your games, but also the pros, because you've been owning up. And I think that's impressive that you're able to just take a step back and realize that you haven't played a perfect game. But I want you to talk about the good things because I know there are some. So start off with that, Kate, please. If you just want to say some things about things you're proud of your game and things that got you to the final two that we didn't do.
I
Sorry, was
think I'm
that-
proud of. Wait, can you guys hear that ringing?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I thought that's what you said, Scott, because I've been hearing it this whole time and it's driving me crazy. And it sounds like it's unrelated to anything. It sounds like the iMessage thing. And I don't know if it's my fan, but whatever. I thought that's what you said. Oh, okay. So maybe it's not my laptop. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'll figure it out. I don't know. I'm buying time because like Simona, you had mentioned when now I'm blanking. Okay. Sorry. I'm blanking. Let me get it together. Simona, you had said I just played a social game and I really just vibes. Like you had said what happened. I survived the block like 3 or 4 times. I didn't text anyone. Like I honestly was on the block and I was like, if I get evicted, I'm evicted. Like at this point, I'm on the block. I'm not playing a strategized game. And I don't know, I guess some people, I think I probably just slipped under the radar. I was up against threats and it was just kind of like, well, we're gonna evict Kate because of vetoes. I think I picked good allies. Obviously, me and Will, I felt that I was allied with him the entire time. And since the Brett situation, me and Will have been allies. And obviously, we made it very far in this game. So I thought I was very good at picking allies. I thought I was very good at reaching out to people when I needed to and making allies last minute. Me and Maeve made a really small last minute. I'm not a comp beast. I can't play. I couldn't save Maeve. But I think I have the ability to try and make good allies.
Thank you, Kate. I kind of wish you took a different angle at this because I feel like you did talk to people and I wish you recognized your game more because I recognize it. And I really do want to vote for you tonight because I feel like your game truly did shine, but I'm just not hearing it from you, but I know it's there. So please, for the rest of the night, just try really hard to be proud of your game. Will, you told me at the final 5 that you knew you were probably making the wrong move. And although you're not sitting next to Sean, I feel from the final 10 to the final 3, Sean was the brain behind whatever you would call you. I don't know. But I feel like he did most of the moves, and you understood that he was always going to be a bigger threat than you and that he was just going to get you farther. Yeah, it worked out in the end, but is that respectable? In my opinion, no. I feel like sometimes you made moves and you weren't using your brain. And honestly, I don't know what you were using, maybe your feet. I don't know. But I just want to hear if there was anything in your brain when you were thinking, when you had the sole power to evict Sean at the 5 and 4. I know you've already explained it, but I feel like more impressively, if you got to final 2 without having Sean there the whole time, I would have respected it more. So please tell me why I'm wrong.
I mean, in the end of the day, I had to have made the allies I made in order to get myself to the end of the game. Me and Sean had a final 2 from the beginning, and it was more like towards like the beginning or thing where like I thought Sean was like a bit more inactive, and I thought he'd be more beatable at the end. When it got deeper and deeper through the game, I started to realize he was more and more of a threat. But I realized he was very good for my positioning. Me and Sean, I knew that that there would be this like perception that I was like Sean's goat, or like I was doing whatever Sean's wanted, but I feel like Sean can attest, we more thought on the same level strategically. It wasn't that I had some blind loyalty, and I wanted to show that I didn't have some blind loyalty. And there were some times where I was genuinely considering, is this the time that I can cut Sean? But I just knew he was the best for my positioning. He was one of the few people, because because he knew if he took someone like Kate to the end, there is a possibility that people would just vote for Kate because she's more likable or whatever. And not that Sean's likable to me, but Sean pissed some people off, But like Sean, I like Sean, he's great, but Sean was one of the few people who had more of an incentive to bring me than other people. So yeah, I guess. But like, I don't want to say that it wasn't Sean making the moves. I feel like he can attest. We thought on the same level strategically. Like when I would think something, Sean would think something, and it was more of a partnership than just me being dragged. And I feel like that's the type of ally that you have to know how far to bring along. And I feel like I brought Sean to where he should be, and I think I cut him to where he should be. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad you didn't take Sean, because I was going to give you the sidekick award of the season. But with that being said, I'm done. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Aaron. Oh, good. There's an airplane. Hope that doesn't block out the sound. Okay, moving on to juror number 8, Maeve. You're up.
Okay, can you hear me?
We can.
Okay, great. Hi guys. I have a question that I don't remember if I was asked it or if I just answered it, but in this season, this is my favorite thing to answer. And there is a correct answer for both of you guys.
I know exactly what is coming.
Is there anything in the season that you've done or that you haven't done that you regret? What, Steven? Okay, whatever.
That's not what I thought you were going to say. I'm sorry.
Oh, Scott, is that what you thought I was going to say?
I was muted. Just keep going. We'll get to it at the end.
Okay. Is there anything that you would regret that you did or didn't do throughout the season? A move that you made that you wish you didn't, or a move that you wish you did make, and how that would have affected your game? And it's for both of you, but whoever can start first.
Can I go first? I know I started answering my questions a little fighty, a little catty. I really was not going to do this. The move I regret the most is voting to evict Logan. I feel that I was unfairly bullied into it. It was honestly during my free time. Like, I wasn't going to fully admit it. I was having a day on my own. I was bullied into voting to evict Logan, and I felt awful about doing it. And I really shouldn't have let myself be bullied into voting to evict Logan. Like I said, was it the best keeping him? It was probably a better game move to evict you, Logan, but going off of me, and if I'm calling my game by vibes, then I wanted to keep Logan in. I felt like you were a good player. You saved me when I needed you to save me. And when it came down to it, I wasn't able to do that for you. And that was the move I regret the most.
Okay, so there are kind of two possibilities. I think one, the obvious, is telling Mira at the time, but Dalton. I don't know if I regret this. Telling Dalton about the Leo alliance like week one, but that kind of blew up my game. Because like I don't know, I generally like I generally thought like, oh, this is this one. I was like, when I was telling him at the time, I was just like, should I not? But I honestly almost feel like my game getting blown up making myself look like kind of like at the mercy of other people, you know, being on the block against Ariel and like having all that adversity. I almost feel like it made me more of an asset to other people in a weird way. That's when, you know, I was able to reconcile with Cade, and when I'd sharing the text from our conversations, which made Cade trust me, and which added me to like the NDA alliance. And you know, honestly, and me and Dalton's rivalry almost was a boon for our game, because there were some times I was like, we're gonna like act out that we're gonna have this rivalry so that people keep us in, so that they think that we're going after each other, and so that if people think that we're going after each other, they're gonna want to keep us safe, because they're thinking, oh, we're not targeting them. So like the rivalry almost helped me in a way, and so I could say that because it kind of blew my game, but it almost kind of helped. And then after that, but I guess the other thing would be kind of being a dick to Simona during the soak up the sun thing. I was kind of addicted during that, but I thought it was funny. I was just like, we're making good TV. We're gonna like, this season's been boring. Let me be entertaining. But yeah, I guess being kind of a dick to Simona was a bit unnecessary. But yeah, I guess that's the two things. The second one's what I genuinely regret. The first one, it's like I could regret it. Like that's the closest thing to a game we regret, but it like really helped me. So yeah.
Thanks. You're both incorrect. The answer is I have no regrets, but go ahead. Good job.
Thanks, mate. Oh gosh. Okay, Sean. Speak.
All right. So, obviously I didn't really come prepared, so I'm just kind of spitting off the dome right now. I have a question for each, but I would like to address something that Kate just said. Bullied? I just like gave you a plea on why I think we should form an alliance and why you should keep me. It was my free time as well, and I did some intentional bullying for sure, but that was not one instance of it. So I would just like to know like who and why you felt bullied in that moment.
I will clarify, I did not feel bullied by you. It was Will and Aaron harassing me that I need to keep you in the game. And my phone was off. I don't know if I said it in the main house chat, but I was at a show. My phone was off. I know I said it when I was at intermission. I had maybe 20 minutes at intermission and my phone was delayed. And then I got on the train, and from there, like I am walking in the train station, and it is, you need to keep him in, you need to keep him in. And I was like, I don't know, like Logan's been really good to me. And it got aggressive, and Will inevitably apologized, which is why I was going to bring this up, because let bygones be bygones. I'm not going to be shady, and I don't want to drag you through the mud well. But I will, if I am going to bring the shade, I am going to say like, and Will, he did apologize, but it was like, I'm getting all these like, just like, you need to save him. You need to save him. It's good for me. It's good for me. I don't know why you're doing this. And I just was like, I literally just turned my phone on after 2 hours. Like, what's going on? And it felt harassing to me. And
okay, I wasn't aware of all that, so I was just wondering, but I
realized, sorry, I'm not trying to do the hand thing to be shady. It's just the angle. Like, I realized.
We all talk with that. Will, you were going to say something too?
I know, I just genuinely apologize. Like I was being aggressive to Cade, because like in my mind, like I did, like I was like, oh, it's no question, because you wanted to have the alliance and, you know, and like take the shot to Simone. I was like, this is so good for our games. And but she was just like, I don't know, I just don't trust Sean. And there was like a point of me that I was like, I'm getting pissed, but it got to the point where I was just like, I was being a dick. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I was being an ass, and I do genuinely apologize. That's just isn't how I should talk to my friends. So yeah, that's.
Well, I'm glad we're all being fucking nice to each other. So my actual question is, let's cut all the bullshit, cut all the opinions, whatever. One sentence with a subject and a verb. Describe the goal of Big Brother to me. And Kate, you can start.
I think it's social manipulation. Oh, I only have one sentence. Sorry.
Well,
Am I allowed
okay.
to elaborate?
Yeah.
I think you just have to be a really good social manipulator, and you have to be able to just play both sides of the field. And I think you just have to be able to what's the word? You have to, like I'm gonna apply it to my game, like with Logan, like you just have to be able to play two sides of the field. And yeah, I'm rambling. It was only one sentence, and I did about five, but
So no, a run on is one. You're good. Will, one sentence.
Position yourself to make it to the end and win. I mean, yeah.
Fair enough. All right.
I don't think you need to elaborate.
No,
Yeah.
you don't. Just one sentence. That's all I wanted. Both of you, great game. Jury, I just didn't get a chance to say sorry for any shit. Like, sorry. I do love you all as people, and best of luck to Will and Kate.
All right, yeah, thank you, Sean. Sophia, first of all, welcome. If you have
Hi.
anything to say, we kind of have already asked your questions for you and gotten the information. If you have anything to say, if you want to say anything at all, the floor is yours.
I think I'm all set. Great game, people. I'm interested to see how the final two go.
All right, thank you, Sophia. Thank you, everyone. Everyone, we are at that point here. Sorry, Scott, I'm taking over your responsibilities here. We're at that point here. This has definitely been probably one of the most interesting, just all around finale nights in recent history. Very interesting season in general. But now it comes to an end. You're all going to, the 9 jurors, the 9 of you, all going to head to your diary room and cast your vote for a winner of the season. You are voting for either Kate.
Final, please. This is
Oh,
why I
true,
need to
true,
stay
true.
doing
My
my
bad, my
job.
bad.
Jumping
My bad.
back in here to keep this production on track. Final two. It's time for you to each give your final speech as to why you should be the winner of season 12 of Big Brother SS. In just a moment, the floor will be yours to lay your game out for the jurors, tell them anything that you haven't said yet, and just overall make a case as to why you should be the winner. So for our opening statements, I believe we started with Kate. So for the closing, we will start with Will. Will, the floor is yours.
Well, first of all, I just got unanimously voted out of Sharky Survivor, so if y'all want to give me this win, that'll make me feel a little bit more, that'll make me a little bit less crushed. But ignoring that, I think I started from a place where early in the game, my game blown up, and I was able to use my place of weakness to form relationships and navigate for myself. And I wanted to brand myself as this like no BS, honest, loyal, whatever dude, that's when I have a bit of a mischievous side to me that, when it came to voting to keep Brett, when it was very clear there was no chance because I wanted to show my loyalty. When Mira won HOH, I knew she's probably putting me up against Dalton, but I knew they're like Dalton's probably putting me up against Ariel. I know I can have the votes to stay. So, I'm just gonna go to Dalton and I'm gonna be like, yeah, I know you're putting me up. I would have put you up too, blah 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 blah. And I'm gonna be like, okay, hey, and use that as a point to make me feel like people think that I'm just like real, keeping it 100, and I can be an asset to other people's games. And I think that helped me get pretty far. I was able to, have the trust of people, and I knew when I needed to flip. I was considering from like the final 12 to final 11, it was clear like Simona like wasn't with me, which nothing against her. It just I just knew like that happening, and so I compared notes with Dalton. We created a new alliance around the final 8, final 9 that helped me get to the end of the game. I would make deals when I needed to. During the final 12, I told Dalton / Mira at the time, like, hey, I'm not gonna put you up, even though I knew I was not winning that HOH. So I was like, because I was like, okay, I feel like Mira's gonna win this HOH. I'm gonna make a deal. So I made deals when I needed to. I made alliances when I needed to. I knew when to flip. I knew when to keep my shield, and I knew when to cut them. So I really hope that y'all can like respect the game I played. I did try to make genuine bonds with y'all. It felt sometimes more strategic than genuine than it felt like the relationships were more strategic than just talking, but I still had tried to have those connections. I loved meeting each and every one of you. Everything I did was strictly strategic. I feel like the only time I was nominated post jury, besides like when I literally told Aaron to put me up, was like the final 4, and the final 4 nominations don't matter because it's all in the veto. And I've never been on the block on eviction night post jury, never received a single vote to evict me. And I think I positioned myself to the best of my ability to make it to the end. with my alliances, with my relationships, and win. I cut my closest ally when I needed to, but but I knew also when not to cut him. I didn't. I knew what was best for my game at every scenario, and I think I enacted and I executed. So I would love your votes. If not, I totally understand it. I love you too, Kate, and I cannot wait to continue to be friends outside of this game.
Kate, you went already.
No, thank you, Will. Kate, you have the floor.
I played an underdog game and I lost to my closest ally. Obviously, everyone knows who that is. It's Nicole. I flew under the radar and I think I played sides pretty well, and I've always been like, oh, if I was on Big Brother, I wouldn't want to lie, and I always do that, and I like social manipulation, and me pleading an honest game was me really just, I can't be honest all the time, and that broke me, as you can see with my Logan vote, but I really, really tried as much, because I don't want to manipulate people. I don't want to do social manipulation. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, thank you both. Now we're going to try and get back into this again. Thank you for a very interesting season of Big Brother, good season. Jurors, all 9 of you, it's now your chance your obligation as jurors to head to your diary rooms and cast your votes for a winner of the season. You're voting, you're writing the name of the person you want to see win the season. Please do that now. And while this is happening, please stay muted, everybody, while Scott and I just go and tally the votes. Go and check the votes. And 1 second. All right, so the votes are in, and we do have a winner. Give us 5-ish minutes to prepare our little presentation for the winner. You are all free to unmute and speak to each other. Please do not speak about your jury vote at all. That should not be a part of this discussion. You can talk about the game lightly if you would like, but please don't mention anything about your jury votes. And once we are ready, we're going to add some pre-jurors who want to join as well. We'll reveal the winner. You'll talk. We'll all leave. And that's that. Okay. Yes. Any questions?
Oh, I thought we were just going to be able to start talking.
Yeah, you guys can start talking.
My boy Brett better be here. I'm sorry.
I had a really iconic thing I wanted to say to Will. Will, you didn't show up to a veto comp because you were in another game, and I was gonna say, I can't believe you showed up for the finale night. I thought you'd be in a Zoom for another game, but I forgot to say it.
Oh, sorry.
Nah. Well, you got unanimously voted out of Sharky?
I was gonna play they hate me in that game. I was so swap screwed. It was not even funny. But I somehow survived a vote, but they hated me, and I should have just played my shot in the dark, but it was sort of.
I saw you were first boot in another game as well, Will.
Oh, I didn't try in that game.
Hey, Will, don't
That's
worry.
what they all say.
No, I did. I tried when I was tribal, but I didn't talk to people. So
yeah, who's straddling Scott right now? It's Mr. Yezi. Hi, Mr. Yezi.
Yo, Scott, why is he?
My computer's literally shocking me. Oh yeah, wait, take it out of the charger. Oh,
Get
God.
some water.
Ow.
What the heck?
Oh, good. No, like I can't like pick it up without it like shocking me. Like yeah, no, like it like, but it's not like a shock like ooh a shock. It's
Shocker.
like I pick it up and like I feel like the electricity like vibrating like my. It's like one of those shocks.
Wearing
You
a
like
fuzzy onesie?
yeah, I am on video. Okay. Well, this is fun. This is how this season went.
I thought Scott was getting strangled by somebody.
Thanks, Kai. Okay.
Today we made safari hats at camp, and I left mine there because I need it tomorrow. But you like drew on it, and I put a little ribbon on it. Today camp was awful. I think I mentioned.
Are we
that in
allowed
the
to mute?
Yeah, we can talk.
Okay, yo, time out. Other host that's not a Gemini. Why keep getting muted?
What?
The other host that's not a Gemini. I'm talking about Stefan. Why he keep muting me? I don't know. That is crazy. You know what? That's why Scott's always my favorite host. Oh no, I'm not going to mute him about 5, 4, 3, 2.
Guys, day one, I was like, wait, why did I do this? And I was like, okay, so like I don't want to play. And then I like got to Ireland, I was like, yeah, I'm not really gonna play. I'm just gonna do what I need to do. And then I got back, I was like, I guess I'll play.
No, the famous.
And then she proceeded
I'm
to
shouting
make
out
it
on live stream, Eric.
104
I know you're
straight
not
days.
watching. He's at work right now, but the famous Eric is my IRL bestie. He the whole time was like, you need to play, you need to play, you need to play, you need to play, you need to
Eric
play.
Boyce?
I was like, yes.
Oh my gosh, I mean, I haven't talked to him in years, but still.
Yes, I will. We're all shouting him out right now. He literally was like, "You need to play. You need to play. You need to play. You need to play." And I was like, "No." He's like, "You need to play," and he would not let me not apply to this. He's like, "You're playing," and I was like, "I'm playing."
Hey,
I
I
was-
have a question.
I've been waiting to apply
Yeah.
to play this for a while.
Wait, I actually have a question for somebody.
This game started when like my last game ended, and I had just blindsided Eric the day you and I started talking. Did he mention that?
He mentioned he said you'll play the game. He said like Aaron will play the game really hard from like day one. He said like you'll play the game. And I was like, yeah. I was like, okay.
That's crazy. Nah, Dalton, I really want to know. So, like your first pick, you looking through the class and you pick Ariel as your first.
I don't want to talk about it. You shouldn't be coming for Dawn about pick first. We'll watch the draft after, but Steven's first draft pick was none other than Ariel Schmid. Love you, Ariel girl.
No, when I saw Ariel's video, I wanted to work with her so bad. Like I just got good vibe from her. I was just like, oh, I'm working with her. I'm so happy. And then she just left. Like I campaigned for her to stay, and then she just like flopped. I'm like, girl, I felt so bad. I wanted to work with her so bad.
I literally thought she was gonna be like the biggest social butterfly ever. I was like, I love her vibes so much. And then like she talked to me once about what was it? I'll go to her one-on-one, but it was something really weird that I didn't understand. And then I was like, oh really? What's that? And then she just never responded to me again. I was
I
like,
was
okay.
so mad because whenever Logan nominated her, I was like, you know what? I'm going to act like I didn't want her to be nominated. So I was like, I'm so sad you got nominated. And then she like picked me over and over again. And I was so upset because like the whole point of that was to like stay under the radar and like work with the people that are on the block. And it did not keep me under the radar for that.
Yeah, no, I was just like, wait, I was shocked Ariel didn't pick me, because I don't know, I even though I voted to evict her the first week, but whatever, I don't know, but like I tried so hard to talk to her, like I wanted to work with her so bad, it's like not even funny.
I'm not gonna lie, I think everybody wanted to work with her, and she was just inactive. It's fuck.
I don't know who everybody is, but
She had so much untapped potential. Bring her back for second chances.
I like honestly was just a little bit intimidated. Like, not gonna lie.
Oh, Maeve, when you were Zach, I had a crush on you. Oopsie whoopsie.
I said I had a boyfriend.
Molly. or
No, I
not-
know. I would have
not
never
Molly.
said anything. I was just like, wait, he's kind of cute, but nah.
Maeve, when you were Zach,
what?
us house guests were talking in their chats. They had crushes on Zach.
Wait, what?
No, but I was talking to like Kate like after my game got blown up, and I was like, I mean, I think we're gonna start an alliance with Zach and Simone. I was like, I love Zach.
Oh my god.
It's like, I love Zach. We have to. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, no, yeah.
See, I knew it was something weird when you went to their IGs and it was like what, 15 people following or something like that. I knew some shit was about, but I just didn't pay attention to it. I'm like, it could be just new users, you know.
Did it come up in like a recommended thing or what?
Did it? Nah, I don't think so.
TikToks came up for me. I
Yeah,
had
no, your
that.
TikToks came up for me.
I was like, Sean and Will, if you don't shut the
But I was just like, I was considering like using that as information, but I was like, but I'm working with Zach, so like, why would I like blow up him?
That's what I assumed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was gonna go to people like, do you think that Zach is Maeve? But I was like, wait, no, like this is just gonna make people think I'm shady. So, yeah.
That's why I was like, every time I was like, wait, I'm gonna get revealed. Oh, and I was like, wait, these people like the person I'm playing as. Why would they care that I'm a different person? Like, I was like, what real threat would that be if I'm just a person in the game?
But I do remember, but I think Dalton, you should be lucky that you don't have your TikTok as like your like name because it came up as it came up as, oh, you know her, may know her as Mira, but it was just like a picture of Danny Donato. So yeah.
Ugh, I was so mad because I was in the middle of a veto competition when Sean said like, I'm going through your TikToks, and I couldn't leave the veto competition to go change it to private. I was like, oh my god. Like, I just couldn't do anything. I just sat with it.
I don't know if I said this in the main group chat. So, like a few days before, I had been talking to Dalton, like still as Mira, and I've been like, oh, like follow me on Instagram, and then like they didn't follow. Like we were talking, and I was like, oh, just followed you, and then the Mira account took like 3 days, and I was seriously a little like, oh, what did I do wrong? I seriously was like, oh.
I was like, I am not active on Instagram whatsoever. Just like.
We reached out to the actual Zach and Mira who do exist and like know that all this is happening. And we're like, if anyone like reaches out to you on any socials, like just ignore. Like it's fine. So that's
Zach followed me. Zach actually followed me. So
I was gonna say, yeah, we said they could follow back, but
There you go. There
That's
you
kind
go.
of crazy.
no, I never followed Zach. He just followed me out of nowhere, which like slay. So I followed.
Does
that's
the real Zach have a boyfriend? Well,
No, he has a boy. I'm not. No, it's not. I'm not. I don't have a crush on him
Like that
anymore.
was
Like,
the-
Wait, Zach's boyfriend is Dan Tatey. Like
from
I
season
literally-
3,
from season
5, and 10.
3 and 5. Me and Dan had like a feud in season 5. So then the reason that I had Zach as my catfish was because me and Dan like had this like, oh, so Dan got to pick my catfish, and he picked his boyfriend.
Which was the same for Olivia Wick picked Mira for Dalton.
But I'm like friends with Dan, so we're not actually enemies. It was kind of fun.
So
Anymore.
close.
I know. You want to say like Ariel had like great vibes through her intro video. I miss Mira. I miss Mira every single day. She was such a queen.
no,
That queen that never was.
no offense, but like when Dalton was revealed, I was like, I don't even want to talk to him.
Oh, thanks.
no, I stopped because when I hated Mira, I like stopped hating Mira as much when I found out that it was Dalton. I was no, because I thought like I was just like, why is Mira like I was like, Mira is such a bad player. Oh my god, what the frick is she doing? And then I'm like, oh wait, this is a previous winner. I was like, oh, I'm so humble because I was like talking so much shit in my DR, and then I actually got to know Dalton, and I actually love him. So yeah.
I think my first like half of my confessionals are basically saying that Mira is a newbie and that's why she's playing so hard, and I'm gonna let her get all the blood on her hands. But now I just look stupid.
Well, that's what I was thinking too. I was just like, oh, she's just putting a target on her back. Okay, slay. But yeah.
Well, the Brett blow up in hindsight, like at the time we were like, what is Mira doing? But it's brilliant.
Thank you.
That shit was funny.
I'm still mad. I loved Brett. I loved
Brett
so
too.
much.
He was so mad. I don't know why everyone liked him.
I was like,
I didn't.
please bring
Hey,
him back
bro.
for a second chance. That's what I was like saying in my confessional.
He deserves a second.
I feel
I
like
forgot.
I was the one who told Dalton. I was just like, hey, just like when it was on the group chat, like about 3, it was called 2.5 Men at the time because we thought Mira was a woman. And it's like, hey, just like I like talked about it before, and I was like, hey, should we tell like Mira about the alliance? And then he was like, yeah, I think we have to. So I told Dalton, was like, hey, just it's nothing big. We can use this to our advantage. But there was like this group of chat of the Leos, and then I felt so bad because it just all blew up on Brett. And I was like,
Wait, a little funny thing. So everyone knew that Dalton was tied to Ariel that week. But one thing that hasn't been discussed yet,
Can
and
we
I'm
do
saying
the
that as
tell
I'm
after
making
the reveal?
this is not slowing me down. The main thing that no one else had discussed was there was like some conversations going around, specifically I think at the lead of Simona, that were like, but Mira, like I understand, like yes, Brett, but like isn't Will just as involved? Like why not Will? And the answer is Maeve was tied to Will. So this whole thing was happening while Will couldn't be the one to fall for it either.
Thank you, Maeve.
Yeah, so I picked you like my first thing because I thought you just like looked like someone who would be friendly and like talk to people, which like okay, you made it to final 2, so like I think I made a good pick there. But I was like, well, now I gotta tell people like, well, yeah, we're good with him. Like we don't need to, we can protect him.
Thank you for that. Thank you for not bringing that up at the final during the count during beforehand, or else I could have blown up my game. But it would have been fine. Yeah. I was wondering why I was getting no flack for it. I was like, I should be getting.
That shit really turned around, and then Brett got voted out for it.
I'm sorry, Brett was so wrong.
No, I'm really thinking about it, bro. That shit was hilarious.
I was driving from LA to Orange County and I saw Brett texted in the main group and Siri read out his whole fucking speech. Like in
the fucking snakes reaction. That's so funny.
The best day of my life.
Bro, I just remember instigating that shit, bro. That shit was too funny.
The meme, the like top 10 pictures taken moment for the disaster, that was my most proud moment. And when like Scott and Steven texted me saying that was so funny, I was like,
okay, Steven, we're good.
Hello, this is Zach. I am trapped in Scott and Steven's basement. Help.
Who said that?
On that note, note.
Let's do this. Shall we?
Let's wrap this up. Do we have any pre-jurors here? No.
No.
Oh no.
Where's Brett? Oh.
All right. So before we reveal the votes, I just want to take a moment to thank everybody. Past 31 days. Thank you all for being involved in this season. I know that it is a big time commitment to be involved in something like this. And I know a lot of you didn't really know what you were getting into. So we thank you for kind of taking that leap like that. It's been 31 days of playing this game. So we really do thank you for, taking a jump on this adventure and playing the game. But now Will and Kate, let me see if I can move this over to see both of your faces. Oh, there we go. Okay. Thank you so much. Congratulations on making it to the final 2. Despite what anyone else has done this game, you two were the only 2 to make it to the final 2. I would say you two were the only 2 to make it to day 31, but Sean is here too, obviously. But you've made it as far as you can go in this game. And only 21 other people have done that. So big congratulations, both of you, seriously. But without any further ado, Scott, you ready to start?
I'm ready to start. Let's get to it.
Okay.
You need 5 votes to be the winner of Big Brother SS Season 12. Stephen, kick us off.
Scott, can you speak up a little bit? I can't hear you.
I said you need 5 votes total to win this season of Big Brother. Let's get to it. Stephen, go ahead and kick us off.
Sure. All right. Start with Nicole. Nicole has cast her vote for Kate to be the winner of Big Brother.
Sophia has cast her vote for Kate to be the winner of Big Brother. We are currently sitting at 2 votes for Kate, 0 votes for Will.
Makai has cast his vote for Will to be the winner of Big Brother. We have 2 votes for Kate and 1 for Will.
Dalton has cast his vote for Will to be the winner of Big Brother. We are currently tied 2 votes apiece.
Logan has cast his vote for Will to be the winner of Big Brother. We have 3 votes for Will and 2 for Kate.
Has cast her vote for Will to be the winner of Big Brother. We are currently at 4 votes for Will, 2 for Kate. As a reminder, it takes 5 votes to win.
Aaron has cast his vote for Kate to be the winner of Big Brother. We have 4 votes for Will and now 3 votes for Kate.
Maeve has cast her vote for. And a big congratulations to Will.
Will, you are the winner of Big Brother Season 12. Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
And Sean has also voted for Will as well. So that is a 6-3 vote right there for Will. And thank you.
Before we wrap up tonight's festivities and give a little closing speech, there is one more award to give out tonight, and that is Production's favorite house guest. Now, we had a bunch of fun characters this season, loved meeting each and every one of you. We hope everyone keeps in touch. Truly, one of the reasons why Steven and I do this is, or at least I'll speak for myself and do this, is meeting so many cool people, getting to hopefully maybe meet some of y'all one day. I already met Simona, so only 15 more of you to go. I guess I've also met Maeve. So so that leaves how many, Matt? 14? Let's do it. Anyway, that being said, we do have a Production's favorite award. Just to go to the person that we enjoyed getting to know, watching play the game, etc. We do have a top 3, so in no particular order. Our top 3 for this season's Production's favorite are Maeve, Sean, and Simona.
And
Steven.
I can take it. And while we loved all 3 of you, a big congratulations to Simona. You have been selected as Production's favorite house guest this season. Congratulations to Will, to Kate, to Simona, to everyone for another season of Big Brother. While we wrap up here tonight, just want to shout out the episodes for season 12. We'll be starting not tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow. Episode 1 goes up tomorrow. We get to relive the whole season, guys. So exciting.
Yeah.
But beyond that, season 12 ends airing in about a month, and then we go directly into season 13. So we've already cast for that. So usually this is where I would say have people apply, but we already cast for that. Make sure you tune into that season as well. That's what's coming up on the radar. Thank you all so much for a great season. And this is officially